I'm Jason Brown with Laughing Parrot Productions, and I'm the producer for Dr. Sam's America. You're about to watch our first episode, and I apologize, there is a watermark across the entire front of it, but we figured rather than going through and re-editing the entire episode, we'd like to move forward and produce new content for you. This episode that you're going to see was originally shown to many studios who were actually very interested in picking it up, but due to the fact that they wanted to make changes like adding celebrities or reducing parts of the faith aspects of the show, we declined and decided to bring it directly to you on YouTube. So we hope you enjoy this episode. Expect one every month until we get a few more in the can, as they would say, and then you can start to expect to see them every other week. We are really thrilled. Today we are in Williams, and we're going to go right now to Dr. Sam's America.
See America's legacy, the heart of Old Glory still proud and free. America, America, Dr. Sam's America.
You know, for nearly 2.5 centuries, Americans have built an amazing nation. They built grand cities from coast to coast, but that's not what I'm looking for. I want to go to the little places, the small towns that dot our nation's landscape. Each and every little town is unique in its own way, be it the food, the people, the geography, or the history. Every little town has a story to tell. So jump up on this wagon seat. Let's go find those stories. Welcome to Dr. Sam's America. Step up, Huck.
America, America, Dr. Sam's America.
Welcome to Dr. Sam's America. I'm Dr. Sam. Man, we put a brand new show together, and this is our first episode. And if you have half as much fun watching it as we did making it, you will have a ball too. Our emphasis is God, family, and country. And we hope there's a little something in the show for everybody of every age group in your family. Today, we're in Williams, Arizona. Man, what a wonderful town Williams is. Very patriotic. Lots of American history there, lots of Route 66 history, and it's the gateway to the Grand Canyon. Oh, I tell you what, the good Lord has certainly put a lot of wonderful things for us to look at in our nation from coast to coast. But one of the greatest and grandest of all is the Grand Canyon. Sculpted by God from solid rock using the Colorado River as his tool. When you stand on the rim of the Grand Canyon, you can't help but recognize the majesty of God and his creation. The Grand Canyon is a national park that provides ranger-led programs that include walks, talks, and demonstrations for all ages. Now, whether you're drawn to its natural beauty, its historical or cultural significance, or the array of activities, you'll find something for everyone. If you're gazing from the rim with people from all over the world, hiking to the bottom, or riding a mule to the river's edge, the Grand Canyon promises a memorable experience for every visitor. You can even take a train to the Grand Canyon, but we're not going to do that. We're going to the Canyon Coaster, so grab your tube socks and let's go. We're here at the Canyon Coaster, the newest attraction in Williams, Arizona, and it is amazing. Whether you participate in the summer or the winter, it's a great place to be. And Timmy Leppert, I'm so glad that you're here to talk with us.
Glad to
and I understand that the organization does great things for the community. Share some of that with us, will you?
So we first started out as we did a locals day. It was $5 for locals, and it went from Ash Fork to Belmont. And all those proceeds we actually donated to the Williams High School Athletic Department. And we did it twice, so it kind of worked out real good. It made us feel good for sure.
And you guys haven't been here that long, so they're doing great things. This is an amazing opportunity for the whole family. So when you get a chance, stop by, take a look, watch everybody having a great time, and participate. Man, what an amazing trip. The scenery was beautiful, zipping through the pines. It was a hoot. Well, as you know, this is a show about small town America. And today we're blessed. I've got an old friend with me, Mike Thompson, known for many years, and he moved from the big city to a small town. Mike, what do you like about small towns?
What I like about small towns is the support from the people. You're not cramped with people in houses right next to you. You've got room to spread out. You've got room to think. You've got room to do what you want to do and not be infringing on somebody else's what they want to do.
Right.
And the camaraderie in a town, if something happens to somebody, there's always somebody there to help. And it's sometimes the whole community, sometimes it's just one or two people. And that's what makes small town America great, because of caring people.
Well, there you have it from a resident of small town America. Williams, Arizona. The town was named after Old Bill Williams, a renowned trader, trapper, scout, and frontiersman. Numerous monuments across Arizona honor his legacy, including one at the west end of Williams. The Williams Mountain Men, a civic organization, work actively to preserve the mountain man heritage. The Bill Williams Memorial also features a tribute to the USS Arizona battleship and its crew, lost during the attacks on Pearl Harbor in 1941. The arrival of the railroad marks a pivotal point for Williams, initially serving to transport ore from the Anita Mines 45 miles north. In 1926, another milestone arrived with the launch of the Bureau of Public Roads' first federal intercontinental highway system. The 2,400-mile route, stretching from Chicago to Los Angeles, included a segment through Williams and was famously dubbed the Will Rogers Highway, and also known as the Mother Road. This brought a new wave of commerce to the town as businesses like gas stations, restaurants, motor courts sprang up to cater to the travelers. However, progress eventually brought challenges. The creation of the interstate highway system bypassed many small towns, leading to their decline. Williams resisted, becoming the last town on Route 66 to be bypassed. The town successfully negotiated for 3 exits on the new interstate, a remarkable feat for a community of fewer than 5,000 residents. Beyond its scenic beauty and historic significance, the heart of Williams lies in its people. Most residents are proud, patriotic Americans, warmly welcoming visitors with a friendly smile and a hearty handshake. Hey, we're here with Jeff Smith today, and this is a treat. Jeff is the great-grandson of Soapy Smith. And anybody who's read anything about Western history and the Scoundrels, you'll find that Soapy Smith is right up there in the hit parade. Jeff, tell us about your great-granddad.
Wow, okay, that's a big order there. Soapy Smith, my great-grandfather, he was an Old West confidence man, a sure-thing man, bunco man, a cheater. And he was, although most of your viewers probably have never heard of Soapy Smith, they certainly have heard of Wyatt Earp. And while the two men were alive between 1860 and 1898, my great-grandfather was killed in 1898, Soapy was actually more well-known than Wyatt Earp.
Really?
Now, I based that on newspaper accounts. There were actually far more newspaper accounts on Soapy than there were on Wyatt Earp. In fact, Soapy was mentioned twice on the floor of Congress.
Fantastic. What do you got here, Jeff? Is this something from those days?
Oh, yeah. This is probably the most popular swindle.
Okay.
Street swindle, they call them short cons, in the Old West. It is called 3 shells and a pea.
Okay.
Do you want me to run it for you?
You bet.
How much money do you have?
Well, they don't pay me much to do this job.
Well, I'll show you once.
Okay.
Just for funsies. So now I call this, again, little 3 shells and a pea. Place that pea under the shell.
All right.
I'll move the shells around a bit. When I'm through moving them, you point to the shell the pea is under. Very simple.
Right.
Watch. Now, the closer you watch, the less you see. The less you see is better for me. Where is it?
Well, it's right there in the middle.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
How about $1 gazillion billion on that bet? Half a gazillion billion.
Okay.
Very good, because I could use a new horse. See, there's nothing under that one.
How did they do it?
Well, I can't tell you. Well, as long as you don't print this on film, I'll show you how they did it, okay? Now, they still do this in larger cities, Chicago, New York. They don't use walnuts anymore, but this is the general idea of how they did it. See that? Now, I cannot move it side by side. The customer would see that. So what the shell men do, and still do, is that they would jump it when the shell went behind. So the hands hide it and everything. So I'll show you. I'll move the peep from this shell to this shell, and you tell me if you see it jump.
Okay.
And I say if, because you're not supposed to see
Right.
it. But I've also been doing this for about 30 years now.
You started when you were 4?
Well, yeah, I am kind of young. Watch.
Okay.
There it is. You didn't see it, did you?
Did you do it?
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
I didn't
watch.
see it.
Watch. When I go behind it, right there. Did you see it?
No, I still didn't
Don't
see
feel
it.
bad. You're not supposed to see it. I'll give you a 50-50 shot.
Okay, that one.
I would bet on this one.
Okay. Well,
Well, no, that's a sure bet. Huh?
no. Jeff, you got me.
I did. That'll be a happy gazillion $1 billion, please.
Jeff, thank you so much for your time, and what an education I got here. Thank you. Hey, this is Buck Williams, fast draw expert, man with a bullwhip extraordinaire. Right here. Buck, show them what you're doing.
All right, we're playing with one of the first things ever invented that breaks the sound barrier. When you hear this thing crack, that's a sonic boom. Speed of sound is 760 miles an hour. This thing cracks at a little over 1200. You don't do like you saw in the movies, where you do it hard and yank back. You do that without training, you could go home as somebody's sister. Okay? It's the same motion as casting when you go fishing. You just come around nice and easy and point at your target.
Man, we're here at the Open Road Cowboy, one of the neatest shops in Williams. This shop is particularly cool because it picks up the attitude and the ambiance of its owner, Jay Redfeather.
Oh.
Jay does amazing leather work, most of it custom, and he does cowboy hats that are absolutely phenomenal. He does them one at a time, totally custom, and it's an amazing product when he finishes. Jay, tell us about them.
Well, the cowboy hats, I take an impression of customer's head. I make a wooden block and I build the hat around that. Hat turns out like so. I shape the hat around that, but what you get is a perfect fit of the head. If you want a flat brim, the only way you're gonna get a flat brim to stay flat is if it fits your head. If it doesn't fit, then it's gonna do weird stuff. It's gonna bend like that.
Right.
So
Now, Jay, I understand this particular hat is being done for the great-grandson, great-great-grandson of Jesse James.
Yeah.
Custom hat. So,
Yeah, he's got documented proof that he's
wow, fantastic.
he's Jesse James and doing set of holsters, all kinds of stuff for him. Belt holsters, spur
Fantastic.
straps, all kinds of stuff. He's quite the character. But the hat, the only picture we have of Jesse James wearing a hat, it's on the back of his head like they did in the Old West, and that halo look of a cowboy.
Right.
He was an angel, so had to, had to have a halo.
Well, I tell you what, this has been absolutely amazing. You've got some amazing stuff in this shop, not just hats and belts, but you've got, my goodness, when you get to Williams, you need to stop in at the Open Road Cowboy and visit with Jay. You'll be proud you did. I want to talk to you about watering holes, not the ones that the pioneers went through going across country, or even the ones the cowboys were bringing cattle out of Texas into Abilene. I want to talk to you about the neighborhood watering holes, taverns, bars, gathering places where folks would get together and visit before internet and television and even much radio. They'd gather up and sit down and visit in places like these, and it was like a hometown experience where they'd get together. And we're here in one of the oldest places in the state of Arizona. This is the Sultana Bar right here in Williams, Arizona. This is the manager, Jason. Jason, tell us about this place.
No, we've been here since 1912. We hold the longest running liquor license in the state of Arizona, which was issued after the Prohibition, mid to late 30s. We had the second one ever issued in the state, but it maintained the longest consecutive running. You mentioned local newspapers being the only form of access. A block back here is our local newspaper office, which every Wednesday we look forward to seeing what happened all week. Once a week our paper still comes out. And yeah, we have people from all over the world that come out and visit our little watering hole, which is not so little these days. So.
I understand that at one point you had a speakeasy here.
Yes, sir. We have a basement the size of the bar here that is now used for storage, but during the Prohibition, we had the downstairs gathering place, coolers down there, and actually up above we had our local magistrate use the space for their offices. And
so wait a minute, you mean to say law enforcement was upstairs and there was a speakeasy in the basement?
Yep, as a matter of fact there was, and except for during the evening, law enforcement was downstairs as well.
Well, this has been great. I appreciate you so much. Tell me about the dollars.
It's just a tradition in our town that has been going on for a long time. At our local bar here, as well as others, you'll find a bunch of dollar bills from people from all over the world want to leave their mark and sign a bill and find their favorite spot to hang it up. And shoot, we've got quite a few of them here if you see. So,
well, I tell you what, I think Dr. Sam's America ought to leave a mark.
And I would be proud to see that hang.
Okay, now let's just find a place to put it.
You find your spot and there's the gun.
Well, this is a treat. I get to visit with Brian Egan, who's part of an organization. As a matter of fact, he's president this year of the Bill Williams Mountain Men organization. Tell us about this outfit you're wearing.
Well, this is some custom hide skins made by J. Redfeather. Nice big Bowie type knife.
You bet.
Made by J. Redfeather. Belt by J. Redfeather. Possibles bag by J. Redfeather. My black powder horn for the rifle. My coyote skin hat made by J. Redfeather.
Redfeather. Well, I tell you what, it sounds to me like J. Redfeather's had a tremendous influence on your wardrobe.
Well, mine, yeah, for sure.
Well, listen, this is just a treat. I thank you so much for Brian for taking this time with us. And when you get to Williams, make sure it's time for a parade and you'll get to see these guys in action. Man, if it hadn't been for J. Redfeather, that feller would have been naked. My goodness, welcome back to Dr. Sam's America. I haven't had this much fun since the hogs ate my brother. We're here in Williams, as you know, and we're here today with one of the coolest people in Williams, Arizona. He's past police chief, past mayor, just an amazing citizen here in Williams and has done so much for the town, and we're just so pleased to be here with him today. And John, the thing that first drew me to this town was the patriotism. It was amazing.
Yeah, we are big on our patriots and veterans. This is a patriotic town, pretty conservative town. We're the gateway to the Grand Canyon. It's a great place.
Absolutely, and you know, first time I was here was for Patriots Day weekend, and I was amazed. This is a town of under 4,000 people, and you had a parade that was an hour and a half long full of howling patriots.
Sure do. We have that every year. We bring in as many as 20,000 people.
Fantastic. Now, if you look, this is an amazing dining room area, but you've got an area in there that where everybody sits and eats breakfast. Now, I've been there several times, and I'm amazed at the number of people that come in. Everybody knows everybody. It's just, it's like eating breakfast with a big family.
Well, Miss Kitty's Steakhouse is like the town of Williams. We're a friendly place. We're glad to have you here. It is a big family. People ask me, why are you still working at your age and what are you doing? I said, because this is what I like to do, and we treat people that way.
Well, John, for you, it's not work.
No, it's not work. It's a hobby.
You bet. Well, John does great things around town. He's got a busy schedule. He was able to squeak some time in for us, and we're very, very grateful. John, thank you so much, and just keep up the good work, sir. We're here at the Grand Canyon Deer Farm. This is such an amazing experience. It's very serene. The animals are so incredibly loving and gentle. And Amy, the manager, you must love being here every day.
Yes, I do.
You can tell by the smile on her face. So what other kind of animals do you have here, Amy?
We have several exotic animals. We have a camel. We have African crested porcupines. We have coatimundis, zonkies, miniature horses, miniature donkeys, a zebu. We have wallabies.
Wow,
Yeah, we've got a lot.
that's amazing.
And lots of different kinds of deer.
And I understand you take in some rescues?
And we take in rescues.
That's fantastic.
Mule deer. We have a few elk we've had to rescue. And we have reindeer here as well. So during Christmas, it's a magical winter wonderland.
Of course. All right. Well, listen, this is just amazing. And you've got chickens.
Yes, we've got chickens.
Oh my goodness.
Chickens, guinea hens.
Oh, this is just a wonderful attraction for young and old. And the thing about the older folks visiting is they can just sit back and it's just incredible calm and serenity. It's a real joy. Look at this. Oh my goodness. My. Arizona would not be complete without a stop at Bearizona. It is an amazing animal park. It's over 50% of their animals are rescue animals. They build everything out of recycled material. They're really great Americans and put on a wonderful show. And I get to visit with Kyle this morning.
Thank you.
And Kyle, what kind of bears are those back there?
So you got 3 grizzly bears back here.
Wow.
Crockett, Hannah, and Sky that are some rescues out of Montana.
Wow.
And actually Crockett was found on the Boone and Crockett Ranch at rescue. So very unique story right there. Hannah was even named, oh my goodness, we got him right here showing off.
Oh my goodness.
Hannah was named after Jack Hannah, one of our greatest new conservationists, animal conservationists out there.
And you guys put on an amazing animal show here also.
Thank you. Yeah, so we just had our show out there. We bring out some animals. We try to give our animals a lot more choice and control in their training. So what you saw out there was being amongst the crowd, being out in the open.
Right.
But the animals can go wherever they want.
Right.
That's the greatest thing about this, is that they can do, they're not just stuck in an area afterwards.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, this is such an opportunity to be here.
Hey.
And these guys are great.
I know. Makes it so much fun. You even mentioned the recycled steel afterward. Something like all this rock right here has all those buses and recycled steel. We set it up, we make the waterfall afterwards, and then they just spray it and make it look like real rock afterwards.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Kyle, thank you so much.
Hey, thank
and
you.
boy, I tell you what, don't miss going to Bearizona.
I wanted to send you with some fun things.
Oh my goodness.
In that show, we had some porcupines.
Porcupine quills.
So we got some porcupine quills.
Wow.
And then I've got some feathers from those animals. You can't help but notice the turkey feather in there.
You bet.
But this is from that Livingston's Tarraco. That is
Beautiful.
from Gretchen. So we could throw it all back in there.
I'm telling you, that's going to be, these are going to go on my Sunday hat to go to church.
I love it. Thank you again.
Thank you again.
Yeah.
God bless. Man, we're here at the Dairy Queen, one of the jumpingest places on Main Street here in Williams. And even the Dairy Queen has a history. This is 4th generation of owner of this Dairy Queen. This is Melissa, 3rd generation, and this is Kinsey. And I imagine, Kinsey, you'll be taking this over at some point.
Yep.
And then you'll be bringing somebody, we'll be talking about 5th and 6th generation. This is America. And that was our trip to Williams, Arizona. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Here's to a better, stronger nation. See you next time on Dr. Sam's America.